What's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot, and we are back for some player props and spreads in the NBA for Saturday, May 22nd. It is the first day of the playoff games. The play-in games are done, and normally I'd be doing a recap right now, but today is actually Friday when I am recording this, so I do not know how Friday's slate of games did. If it wasn't good, we'll move on. The play-in games are behind us. Hopefully we made some money to people yesterday, but we're going to keep going. It is the playoffs, and I am happy to be back. We got 4 games on today as opposed to the one that we've been betting on. We got 4. We got Heat versus Bucks. That will tip off early on in the afternoon. Mavericks, Clippers, Celtics, Nets, and ending it off at 10 p.m. with the Trail Blazers versus Nuggets. And we got 6 plays today. I got 4 player props, 1 spread, 1 over under, 1 parlay of the day. Oh man, it's an action-packed episode. But first, if you are new to the channel, click that subscribe button. Come on, what are you doing? We're at over 5,200 subscribers. You get to see our daily betting picks for the NBA, as well as Logan's daily betting picks for MLB. He's been killing it. We got a lot of NFL betting content coming over these next couple months, fantasy football, all that stuff. So click that subscribe button, click that like button, and if you want to complete the trifecta, you become a COS All-Star, less than $3 a month. Shout out to all the COS All-Stars on the screen right now. We really appreciate it. Those are the real OGs, and it helps me pay for the vacation that I'm on right now. All joking aside, let's get into these plays, and first we're going to start with the Heat versus Bucks game, and we're starting with our guy that I hold near and dear to my heart, and hopefully to yours. He cashed for us last week, and today we got the same exact line. It is the big ragu. Yes, none other than Donte DiVincenzo, over 18.5 PRAs. And wait, before you just click it, fast forward, let me at least give you some analytics, and then you can decide if you want to play big ragu, Donte DiVincenzo. Yes, that is his actual nickname. But let's talk about it first before you fast forward or click off the video. Donte DiVincenzo, last 7 games, he's averaged 13.9 points per game, 7.3 rebounds per game, and 3.4 assists per game, for a total of 24.6 PRAs, so well above this 18.5 number. So he's not, in these 7 games, he's not hit his over in just not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but all 7. 7 straight PRA game cashes, and today he is making it 8. And if that's not enough for you, there's more. Let's talk about the matchup against the Miami Heat. They played 3 times this year. Wouldn't you get? He's cashed it in all 3 of the games. He had 24, 21, and 20 PRAs. The 24 happened just the last time we picked him. You got Duncan Robinson on him. Police! If you look at it, this number could go up to 19.5. I don't even mind. If you look at that 7-game stretch, he's hit over 23 plus PRAs in 6 of those 7, so he hasn't even been close to the 18.5. He's hit it in all 3 against Miami. Like I said, Duncan Robinson will be guarding him. Barbecue chicken. The Heat will likely key in on Giannis, maybe Chris Middleton, maybe even Drew Holiday. Donte DiVincenzo's going to have a field day. He's going to fill it up. Give me all the big ragu I can handle in this early afternoon game. Moving on to the next game on the slate, Mavericks Clippers. We're taking the MVP favorite at the beginning of the year, Luka Doncic. We're taking his over 44.5 PRAs, minus 118, and I love it. Luka's played the Clippers 3 times. 3 times this year, once back on December 2020. They won, if you would recall, Luka had 24 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists in just 26 minutes. You're like, he only played 26. Yeah, that was the game that the Mavs beat the LA Clippers by 51. Yes, so early in the season, they blew him out. It's like 123-76. It was a wild game, so obviously he didn't hit his PRA total, but he was well on pace for it. You talk about those other 2 matchups, which were back in March, I believe March 15th, March 17th, something like that. He had 42 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists for 57 PRAs, and 25, 10, and 16 for 51 PRAs. When you look at it, this line's way too low for Luka. He's normally in the 48s, 49.5 territory. And he's been getting a lot of rest these past 2 weeks. You've been looking at him. He's hardly playing 30 minutes. And today he's back. He's doing a do-it-all. But that's not all. Well, you got to think about the animosity. This matchup has drama. You got Marcus Morris, who was trying to injure Luka last year in the playoff. And I think Luka's got a little extra in store for him today. You're talking about Luka. He was a postseason legend last year. Hit that crazy shot against the Mavs, or against the Clippers in the bubble. You talk about they played 6 games last year. Obviously, the Clippers ended up being victorious, but 6 games. Luka averaged 31 points per game, 9.8 rebounds per game, and 8.7 assists per game. That's well over that 44.5 PRA line. That is set. I'm taking it. I like Luka to get it done today against the LA Clippers in the Staples Center. We're taking it. Luka Doncic over 44.5 points, rebounds, assists. Moving on, and the next one coming in the Celtics versus the Nets game, we're taking Evan Fournier under 16.5 points, minus 118. And here's why. The playoffs are here, and that means Evan's got to go MIA. He's going to become not Evan Fournier, but Evan Fournier. Yes, that's a golf pun for those golfers out there. When you shake one of your hits, yeah, you're yelling forward to the golfers so they don't get hit. That's basically all the bricks that Evan Fournier will be putting up in the postseason. He got started early in that play-in game, cooking 8 points, 3 of 11 shooting in 36 minutes. So if you're thinking, oh, dude, what did Evan Fournier do to you? Why are you being so harsh on him? Well, as an Orlando native, I've watched him time and time again stink it up, especially in the postseason. And how bad does he stink it up? Here you go. Here's some numbers for you. 10 career games with the Orlando Magic in the playoffs, obviously. He's played 35 minutes a game, a big 12.5 points per game. He shot less than 35% from the field, less than 30% from three. He's hit the over in 2 of 10 games with a big 18 and 19 point outing. Not like he's smashing it with 25 points. Absolutely not. This man stinks. He scored only 13 points in just 3 of his 10 playoff games with the Magic. Obviously has a lesser role on this Celtics team with Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker and even Marcus Smart firing up shots. And you're even looking at icing on top. The one game against the Nets when he was a Boston Celtics, he shot 7 times. And you and me both made the same amount of shots as Evan Fournier that night. Yes, 0 for 7, walking trash can. I don't care what you say about it. If he wants to come out and drop 17 on my dome, I welcome it. Bring it on in. I'll pick the under every single time. Taking Evan Fournier under 16.5 points. Make it 6.5. I don't even care. We're taking the under. Get out of here, Evan. You're trash. Moving on. I need to calm down. Moving to Facu, Campazzo. But we're taking another under 10.5 points, minus 128. You're just a 5'10" Evan Fournier. All right, sorry. He didn't deserve that. Come on. Okay, I got riled up. I'm sorry. I'll chill down. But Facu, it is the postseason, and you're not a double-digit scorer. Sorry, not going to hurt your feelings, but you're not a double-digit scorer, especially not against this Blazers team. You look at Campazzo, since Jamal Murray went down, he has started 19 games this season. He's averaged 9.6 points per game, so not terribly below this 10.5 minus 128 value, which will likely go to 9.5. But you look at it, in these 19 games, he's hit his over in just 7 of them. Just 7 of those 19 games, 7 for 12, that's like less than 40%. Yeah, that's not great. If this number moved down to 9.5, yeah, he's only had 10 points in 8 of those 19 games. He either smashes this and gets to like 15 or 16, likely what he will do today once I pick his under. But you look at it, Campazzo, I love him. He's a meme player. Everyone loves him. He's 5'10". He just scrappy, just throwing his hands around and trying to hit, just annoying you nonstop. But he's going to be on Damian Lillard all day today, and that's going to be a lot on the defensive side of the ball. They're going to rely on MPJ and Nikola Jokic, the future MVP, to carry them on offense, not Campazzo. If Campazzo wants to hit this over, go for it. I'll allow it. I won't even be mad. I'm taking it with confidence tonight. Facu, Campazzo, under 10.5 points, minus 128. And then I had 2 more player props, but I'm not going to list them because Jason Tatum I was going to consider as over. He's been hitting that against the Nets. Can't guarantee they're going to stay in that game, hence why I picked Evan Fournier's under. And Jokic, I consider as over. He had 21 points in his last game against the Blazers. He only played the first half, but stayed away from that. I'll only stick to those 4 player props. Moving on, we're going to start with a spread and an over-under, and then we got the parlay of the day coming right at you. Moving on to the spreads portion. Spreads and over-unders, we're taking the Bucks, -5 versus the Heat. And here's why before all those Miami Heat fans come at me. This game means a whole lot more to the Milwaukee Bucks than it does the Miami Heat. Even though it's a playoff game, the Bucks are desperate for a win in the playoffs. They obviously lost to the Miami Heat last year in the postseason, in the bubble. And this team, they went out, got Drew Holiday, gave a bunch of first-round picks. They're going to play their heart out for this win, and I think they get it at home. Milwaukee is one of the better home teams in the NBA. They covered their most recent matchup, I believe, won by 12 to 15 points. I don't remember the exact number, but I think the Drew Holiday edition, the Bucks playing with more heart tonight. I think they get a big win today in Game 1 in Milwaukee. Could I be wrong and the Bucks lose outright? Absolutely. And that could happen, but I'm riding with the team at home, which has been a trend in the postseason so far with the play-ins and whatnot. I'm taking the Bucks -5 versus Miami Heat and not thinking twice. Next one, our over-under before we get into parlay of the day. We're taking the Nuggets Blazers. I'm taking the under 228 points. I lean the under because in their 3 matchups this year, they've only hit the over once, and it was in that game where the Nuggets did not really even try. They wanted to lose, and they did just that. And they gave up a lot of points, and that's going to happen when you're not even trying to win. The other 2 matchups didn't even get close. They combined for 211 and 217. I mean, obviously both teams are capable of scoring points at will. We've seen Michael Porter Jr. drop 20 points in a half. Nikola Jokic, or in a quarter. Nikola Jokic do the same thing. Dame Lillard get hot. CJ McCollum. Obviously, these two teams can score a lot of points, but I think it's a playoff game, slower, maybe the high altitude, who knows what the heck that means. Nuggets, Blazers, I'm taking the under 228. Denver's at home, we're taking it. Nuggets, Blazers, under 28 points. Parlay of the daytime, who doesn't like this part? Best part of the day. We're going to lock in my 3 favorite plays. Donte DiVincenzo with a big ragu over 18.5 PRAs. Luka Doncic over 44.5 PRAs. And Facu Campazzo under 10.5 points. Combine them all together, plus 486. And I love the value. A recap of all our picks. Yes, I'm not putting Evan Fournier in there because I know the moment I put him in there, he's absolutely hitting his over. Won't let him hurt me double time. We're taking Donte DiVincenzo. I already talked about him, over 18.5 PRAs. Luka Doncic over 44.5 PRAs. Facu Campazzo under 10.5 points. Obviously, Evan Fournier under 16.5 points. And Bucks -5. And Nuggets, Blazers under 228. A lot of unders today, but I like it. And those are the plays I'm going with. Let me know your plays down below. First day of the playoffs. I appreciate all your guys' support. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Hope these picks make you guys some money. Let me know what you guys got. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.